Hey, Pastor Mark coming to you again, talking to you about living faithfully in troubled times. And we're again looking at the life of Daniel. And we get to Daniel chapter number 6, Daniel in the lion's den. And so we know that it says about Daniel that Darius is going to set up these presidents to give him advice. And it says about Daniel that Daniel was the first. In other words, he was the highest ranking president. And the reason that is Daniel 6:3. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was found in him. So, living faithfully in troubled times, we want to be people of consistent character. We want to be people that people notice our character, that our character's different, that there's something about us. If we're going to live faithfully in troubled times, we want to be people of consistent character. Then we find as we read on that the other presidents were angry with Daniel and they wanted to try to destroy him. They couldn't handle his prosperity, and so they wanted to find some way to destroy him, so to get him out of his position. And it says that then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find none occasion nor fault, for as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him. So here you have Daniel living in integrity, a man of character. They could find no fault with him. But what we find out is that he had enemies. So living faithfully in troubled times, we recognize that at times we will have enemies out there who will try to destroy our character. But we need to be consistent and make sure that they can't find fault in us, that we're not an easy target, that they can't find a fault in us because we have a consistent character. So Daniel was found to have a spotless character, and they wanted to try to attack him. So they said, we will not be able to find an error against him except we find it concerning the law of his God. And you know what they're going to do. They're going to make a decree that no one can pray or ask a petition from anyone other than Darius. And what's Daniel going to do? He's going to continue on, even though they sort of outlaw his prayer. Daniel's going to go ahead and pray 3 times a day because his faithfulness to God is more important to him than what's going on in the world. And so we're going to live faithfully in troubled times. Our faithfulness to God has to be primary to us. And they may find fault with us concerning our faithfulness to God. If they do, they do. Let's do like Daniel and continue to serve God in the way we know the Bible says, even though our enemies may be trying to attack us. So Daniel was a man of consistent character. He was a man who had spotless character. He was a man of integrity, and he lived faithfully, following God, even though some tried to outlaw it. So living faithfully in troubled times, keep those lessons in mind, and let's live faithfully and be a shining example of one who is a follower of Jesus.